welcome from Car HMI Europe 2018 in Berlin. I'm here today with Martin Riedl from Elektrobit.
Hello.
Martin, hello. Thank you so much for taking the time to participate in the interview.
It's welcome.
Much appreciated. As a start, do you mind just introducing yourself and tell us a bit more about your background?
My name is Martin Riedl. I'm working at Elektrobit in Germany as a product manager for our own HMI tool, we.CONECT. I have a university degree in computer science from the University of Würzburg. Joined 3Soft in 1998. That's the predecessor of Elektrobit. Had several positions from software developer, project lead, and so on. And for more than 10 years now, I'm in this we.CONECT ecosystem. I started as some kind of product expert, then basically connecting projects and customer requests and everything. And since 3 years now, I'm product manager for we.CONECT, defining the way the product is going.
You've presented a case study this morning on the future beyond the toolkit. Give us a brief outline of what you presented.
In the past, I talked a lot about my tool. And in recent years, it comes that just talking about the tool or talking about a certain feature like 3D support or what you see is what you got is not enough. Customers ask for complete solutions, a complete approach to this. I need an HMI for my car. And this goes really not only from the tool you're using, but basically all the way up to a ready-made solution with HMI middleware that they can use as a starting point, customize, all the way down to the hardware where we have something like a hypervisor that is needed to address this new domain controller architectures that we will see in the future. So there's a big shift in software architecture and in hardware architecture, and this leads to new possibilities, and this is something we need to address.
With regards to your case study, what are the current customer expectations when it comes to user experience and UI? Especially as they take into account future driving requirements and automated driving? We
see some factors that are really changing the way we move today. Starting with the movement from monolithic HMIs to a service-oriented architecture. We see the rise of augmented reality. We see changes in the way displays are handled in the car. We will get more and more displays. And augmented reality is a big topic. So augmenting the surrounding of the car on the windshield. This is on the one side a safety feature. So hands on the steering wheel, eyes on the road. And on the other side, a possibility also on the way towards autonomous driving, which is also a very, very big trend, for the car to give or to earn trust at the user by showing to the driver exactly what a car sees. So the car can show in the windshield, I recognize there's a car, there's a pedestrian, there's an animal. We need to be careful. We need to maybe take countermeasures. And the last thing, one of the big trends is really the change in business models. So we will see a transition towards traveling as a service, not so much the car as a business, but the travel as a service. So there's also a shift in paradigms.
How do you think these trends actually shape the user interface of the future?
One of the big things that happened in the last years was the rise of consumer electronics. So everything we see today on the smartphone, on the tablets, like the zoom, pinch zoom, the gestures, you can talk to the devices with the voice assistants. This changes the way people expect an HMI to be. And this is really directly connected to the car. Customers do not accept bad touch screens anymore, for example, or that they are not able to zoom the map, that they have to press a plus button instead. So this expectation from consumer electronics is directly shifting towards the car. And with this change in consumer electronics, we have update cycles for the phones of 1 year, 2 years at a maximum. When you get a new phone, a new version of Apple operating system or Google operating system is out, the look and feel changes. There's new functions, new functionality, and people want to have that in their car too.
What was the feedback that you got from the delegates? Were there any interesting questions that were asked afterwards?
One feedback was, that basically the trends we talked about or I talked about are similar to the ones that the other speakers talked about. Your class of speakers is really top of the pops. Basically, everybody is talking about the same trends to a certain extent, but from different angles depending on the area they come from. So people really feel confident that we are really at the edge of what is happening tomorrow here.
What are your expectations towards the rest of the conference? Like, what are you looking forward to the most? Like networking, interactive sessions?
I really, really like the event. It's so nice. It's so professional. We meet and already met a lot of interesting people. I also met old customers from Japan just this morning. I didn't know he was here. It was really, really a big surprise. So networking, meeting people, seeing potential customers, and getting to know what the other think, what the future will bring.
Thank you so much. It's really appreciated that you share your insights with us, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the conference.
Thank you.